Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to start a playthrough of a brawler. So we're going to go through character creation and get him loaded up into the world. So let's get started. So we're going to choose the race of man. There are lots of options, obviously, for a brawler. High elf, you can get a light damage bonus, which is marginally okay, I guess. River Hobbit gets some interesting things. Hobbit gets some might and vitality bonuses. Those are kind of cool. Um, Man gets a man heal, which now scales a little bit in the future. So uh, I like how the animations work on the race of man. So that's what we're going to use for the playthrough. And we're choosing Brawler. We are going to be from Gondor, and our name is going to be Dacron Ran. I have lots of characters. I'm an alcoholic, like many people who play Lord of the Rings, and I try to name most of my characters some kind of Dacron something or other. So I think this kind of fits, especially with a Gondorish type of name. So let's do some customization now. I like the blue eyes, so let's leave the eyes blue. Let's just make them a little darker. There we go. Um, I think we're going to change the hair. So we're going to turn the character a little bit, and let's look for the hairstyle that I like on my characters, especially the race of man. Nope, that's the one I like. And I like it to be darker, so we're going to do that. There we go. Nice. Let's get some uh, let's see, facial hair going. That's what I like for my facial hair on my characters. So there you go. Get the little ponytail going, keeping the hair out of the way so it doesn't get jammed up in the armor. All right, let's see. That looks pretty good right there. Now let's look at body type. You can use the slider and change all kinds of stuff. We're not going to make him look like that. He is a brawler, so I think we're going to go with a slightly broad chest and shoulders since he's punching all the time. So right there, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so we're going to create character, and we will see you inside the world.
A chance encounter with brigands upon the road leads to captivity. You awaken with the Ranger Strider before you. As he urges you to act quickly, you realize you have become involved in matters much greater than yourself.
Okay, here we go.
Enough!
All right, we have to grab the satchel, see what's inside. We're going to loot all of that. And now we need to find it. Look at this mess. We're going to fix that in just a little bit.
Hurry, friend. We must test your will to fight.
Okay. I thought he'd probably think we fought
Well
okay.
done. Let us press on.
Come on, something tougher.
Here is where we must part ways.
Okay. So, in case you didn't know, you can resize these windows. And if your eyesight is starting to fail just a little bit, you can also make it bigger. So I'm going to put it right there in the middle of the screen so we can all read it. So we have to defeat the captors. Let's go do that. Okay, he jumped. Should be in the Olympics on that high jump.
How do you do?
All right. Let's see what she's going to do. Oh, she's going to grab the torch. Let's get a distraction. Let's burn a village. Okay. Pretty straightforward and easy so far. All right, we need to find Strider and Amdir.
Back! Go back to the shadow, fallen king.
I don't think he's got much of a chance. All right.
Begone, foul spawn! You will not harm these folk.
Way to go, Strider. Yeah, the Nazgul don't like fire.
I regret that I was but a moment too late, but all is not lost.
Wounded by a Black Rider, the Ranger Umdir escaped with his charges into the wild, making his way back to the village of Archet.
There, Captain Brackenbrook, a retired sellsword, has allowed Strider and his companions to stay and take respite from their cares.
Okay, so before we continue with the playthrough and all the questing that's going to happen, we need to clean up some inventory and get some UI stuff set up. If you're not familiar, you can use Control / to control UI placement. So you can move things around, like here's frame rate. You can move it down to the bottom if you want to turn that on. You can take your Fellowship Maneuver display and you can put it up here. Your mount panel, you can put it over here if you want to. And then Control / to turn off the settings. A lot of people don't know this, but you can also save your layout and load your layout. So let's say you've got a couple of other characters and you've organized your screen the way you like it. Then you can actually save that layout on your character and then go to your new character like we're about to and load that profile in. So you can see that I've got, inventory bags kind of all over the place with some of my account purchases and things like that are deposited, and it's all over the place. You can also edit your bags. So I'm going to click the little edit button here, and now we can drag and drop these rows from these other bags into our main bag, just like this. It makes that other one huge, and then we've got the other two little ones. Now, I don't like my bags there. I have things and quick slots and things like that kind of where I like them on my other characters. So let's load in that profile. You go to here to the chat window and you put /UI layout load, And then whatever profile name you gave it when you saved, I probably should show you that. So if you want to save what you have, you type save and then some name, whatever that's going to be. So we're going to load DAC. So notice what happened. Um, a bunch of bags changed spaces, and we ended up with bag 5 and 6 down here. These are the ones that I actually like, so we're going to put these back in over here like this, so that those are working now. We're going to put these over here because we don't use these. And now when you turn off the editing, you've got a nice organized set of bags, and you've got your quick slots over where you might like them and stuff. So the /UI layout save and load is really handy for cleaning up your inventory. So now we're going to move housing over there like that. We've got a celebration pig, which is a cosmetic pet. We're not going to use that. We're just going to drag that out and get rid of that one. We're going to move that over there. We're going to move this over here. And then we're going to leave everything else kind of the way it is. I'm going to clean up my inventory, open up some of the cosmetic things, delete some of the things I don't need, and through the magic of cinema, we will come back in just a moment and we'll have a nice clean inventory and we can start grabbing some quests. Okay, we are back. And as you can see from the inventory, I've opened up all of the anniversary gifts and presents and expansion gifts and everything else that was in the inventory. I've got some items to sell up here. We'll go sell those in a minute. These are all the mounts that I have out of the box that I've not learned yet, and I can't because I haven't learned my riding trait. One of the items that is very useful, I think, in the Lotro store is the Journeyman Riding Trait Package. It's account wide, and when you open it, you get the Apprentice Riding. Double click on that. You get Journeyman Riding, which increases all your mounts to 78%. And then you also get a Smell the Roses skill that suppresses riding buffs and stuff like that. So we're going to learn that, but take it out. Now I can learn all the mounts, and from level 1, I can mount and ride around instead of running on foot. So we're just going to take just a second, and we're going to learn some mounts. Okay, and now we need to go ahead and drop them on our skill bar. So I'm going to put this one right there. And I like, I think it is the Steed of the Alliance of the Third Age. I think this is the one that I like. Nope, that's not the one I like. The Great Alliance. That is the one that I think will go well with the armor that I plan to use on this guy. There we go. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so now we've got our steed, our mount, and we've got our inventory cleanup. Let's go over here and let's talk to a person and let's sell some of that trash.
Hello.
And we don't need any of that stuff, so let's sell that. Okay, now we have a little bit of silver. Our inventory is straight, and I think we are ready to start moving ahead with our story.
Thank goodness you're awake. That fellow Amdir seems very ill.
Okay, so we need to go check on Amdir over here. Let's see.
Do not trouble yourself on my account. It is only a chill.
I think it's more than a chill.
There are too many deeds to be done, all pressing, and none of them easy.
All right, we're going to take the heavy armor reward. Brawlers can wear heavy armor.
Perhaps you can help, my friend. Captain Brackenbrook will not heed my warnings.
Okay, so we have to talk to him. Let's see. Oh, we can specialize. Okay, so let's talk about specialization just for a second. The Brawler is one of a few classes where you have two primary class trait that you can go into. the Fulcrum, which is more of a tanking build, Maelstrom, which is more of a DPS targeted build, and the Fundament. These you can't specialize in Fundament, but you can use the items from it no matter which of the other two you choose. So we're going to rename this first one to Maelstrom. And we're going to specialize in the Maelstrom, and we're going to get all of these cool things. And we're going to go ahead and grab First Strike. And you can see this is going to cost us one of our skill points, our class points to purchase. We could also start buying skills over here for 1 point each. We could also grab these, but these are going to cost us 2 points each. And eventually, later on, we will start to grab some from over here. But right now, let's just grab First Strike. And that gets us a new skill. Oh, and we've got another new skill over here. We're going to move that one over there. So we've got Shattering Fist, reduces armor, does damage. Overhand Smash, does damage. That one seems to do a little bit more damage and reduces armor, so let's put it there. And then Pummel, that looks like it's an interesting one. Okay, and if we wanted to, we could use the second tab to set up a whole another set of skills. We're not going to do that right now. While we're here, Race of Man, we can't use any of these right now. And virtue traits. We can't currently equip any of these, but we're going to want to start earning virtue as soon as we can. And you want to basically select the virtue trait that you want to earn points into so they don't go to other ones that aren't useful. Zeal for a brawler, might, physical mastery, crit rating. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So we're going to choose Zeal first. We're going to try and get a couple of ranks of that. Then we're going to go to Valor, physical mastery, finesse, and crit. We want that. We'll probably grab Wit as a third virtue. Finesse, crit, physical mastery, and tactical mastery. Of course, we don't care about tactical mastery really, but the first three are great. Then we're probably going to jump over here to confidence for crit, finesse, and evade. And then probably down here to loyalty for vitality, armor, and incoming heal rating. Mostly for the vitality and the armor rating. And that's what we're going to do with our virtues. But we're going to start earning in Zeal. So that's that. Now let's talk to Captain Brackenbuck.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
All right. He doesn't seem to think there's anything going to go wrong. So let's talk to some folk. Oh, and you know what? We can use our new mount. We don't need to walk around. We can ride.
Why are you bothering me?
Okay, so she doesn't think there's anything wrong. I think I disagree.
What do you need?
How can I be of service?
All right, the people don't seem to believe there's any danger. Having done this before, I think they're wrong.
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
All right, we're going to grab the heavy armor.
Before you try to fight, you must learn what skills you may from the trainer.
Okay, talk to the Brawler trainer. Those guys are over here. Oh, wait, let's equip that armor so you don't forget. There we go. Oh, and let's equip the other one. There we go. Now we've got the better armor equipped. And let's see what he wants us to do.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Overhand smash. Okay. So we need to build up some metal. You see the little indicator down here? That's our metal, and that's required for finisher skills like overhand smash and shattering fist and such. So we're gonna do that a few times, and there we go. He's probably happy with our performance.
What can I do for you?
Oh, look, we get some new gloves. That'll work on us. Yeah, those are definitely an improvement. Let's equip those new ones. Let's go talk to Strider.
Do you feel confident in what you have learned? Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
Okay, so we gotta talk to Brackenbrook about some things.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Alright, so we need to complete a quest, gather some Kingsfoil leaves. Okay. And that's it for here. Yeah, okay, let's mount up. You can see up here you've got a little indicator telling you where your quest directional and it should be sending you. So
Well, well, if it isn't the rumor monger.
I don't think people like us very much. So we need to defeat wolves and we need to search the top of Brown's Folly and collect the little Kingsfoil leaves. So let's go over there and we'll start taking care of stuff. Oh, here's some Kingsfoil plants. We need some of these. Oh, yep, that's a quest item. Oh, let's kill this guy. Ooh, yeah, ooh. We can now go to the store. We will go get stuff from the store in just a little bit. Some more leaves. Well, let's try that first strike. Oh yeah, that was pretty impressive. Oh. I thought I was going to one-shot that guy, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Looks like we have a wound slowing us down. And we have to search the top. What's up here? Oh, we've got another wolf over here. Let's kill him. There we go. And we're going to search the top with this banner. Oh, the Wolf Master approaches. You must defeat him. Looks like we were set up for an ambush. Okay. That wasn't as hard as I think they intended it to be. I really like being able to use my horse and my various mounts at an early level. It makes working through these early zones a lot easier. So let's go back and talk to Calder Cobb. Find out why he sent us on an ambush.
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
Oh, Archit will fall. Well, he doesn't seem very friendly. So let's bring the Kingsfoil back to Strider and tell him what we found.
Calder Cobb is a traitor. Danger has found you earlier than I predicted.
Oh, it looks like we get some morale pots and some power pots.
I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Calder Cobb's treachery, or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook.
Okay, so we gotta go interrogate a prisoner. Oh, you know what? Let's get those. I like to put my morale potions and my power potions right there and right there. Oh, we got a new skill. We got a Sinister Cross. Okay, so we got all three of our setup skills.
Oi, you there! Let me go! Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
What do you need?
You know, if he thinks Calder Cobb can vouch for him, then he's bad news.
How can you say this? Calder Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy.
Not anymore.
I suppose it would be wise to investigate your claim.
Okay, it looks like we have some more quests to pick up. We gotta go talk to Cal Sprigley.
Dear looks so
Let's see what
changed
she
since
wants.
last night.
Oh, she wants bilberries for some tea. We'll pick up those.
Hey,
Who
you
else
there!
has clicked boar
I'm
meat?
hungry.
Of course, he's a hobbit and he's hungry. We are going to end episode 1 here, and we will resume our character's progression in the next video. So look forward to seeing you there.